Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Kurtson here. It's been a minute. Been super busy with my work. As you can see, I'm rank 2. Barely done any battles yet. I got Malmar on the lead. Blastoise with a rollout Hydro Cannon Ice Beam on the safe swap. And then I'm trying Tinkaton as my closer. Fairy Wind, Bulldoze, and Play Rough. Actually, quite good. It is rank 7. Blastoise rank 1. I forget exactly what Malmar is, but it's pretty high up there. I think I'm maybe 11 or something. So I take that Dragon Claw there, or Ancient Power, whichever one it was. I didn't see. I was looking at the moveset on my Malmar there. They do shield up that Foul Play. Gonna go for another Foul Play here. And I've got basically 3 really good answers for any dragon, Giratina included, with how bulky it is. You can see there, Foul Play does quite a bit of damage. They switch in a Jolteon, which obviously is not all that great for my Blastoise. However, rank 1 Ultra League Blastoise is very bulky. Hydro Cannon does a decent chunk of damage. I'm going to shield up this discharge. I kind of feel like I would live one, but I don't want to risk right now not or being wrong. So I do get to another Hydro Cannon here. This should take them out or get their last shield. If I remember correctly, they shield and have a discharge ready. Yeah, shield, and then one more rollout, and they've got discharge. At this point, I shield up again, and I feel like I should be able to make another Hydro Cannon here. Pacing wise, I feel like I've been outpacing them, and I kind of mess up, and I go one too many rollouts. So I was like, oh, great. That's a lot of wasted energy. Discharge doesn't KO from there. So then they switch back into Giratina. I paused for a second, kind of anticipating that they would try to catch the Hydro Cannon on their Giratina. Go for the Ice Beam, super effective, takes out the Giratina. They bring back in the Jolteon. I'm not quite able to get to another Hydro Cannon. I bring in the Malamar to farm down. Now I got a lot of energy here. And in the back, they have a Kyogre, an Ultra League Kyogre. Gonna go for the superpower here. Honestly, not really sure which would do more damage, Foul Play or Superpower, but Superpower does a decent chunk. Bring in Tinkaton, and I probably should have saved up and just gone for the Play Rough here. However, Bulldoze does seem to almost always drop their defense. It dropped there, and it does a decent amount, so I should be able to survive this and then farm down. Thunder, and another Fairy Wind, yeah, and there they go. Into the next batch. I still totally am playing and like to play and stuff like that. Just have been so busy, um, just trying to get the time to get everything together to make one of these. Never mind do the battles. As you guys can see, I'm only rank 2 still. So, gonna take this. Feel like it's Psychic Fangs or Breaking Swipe. It is the Breaking Swipe. Unfortunately, my attack is dropped here, so I'm going to go for one superpower, as this will drop my attack again. I'm going to hang on to that next superpower, throw that one, and then switch into the Blastoise. Blastoise is going to be able to hit super effective with the Hydro Cannons. They answer with a Feraligatr, so I think this should be fairly even for us. I think their Shadow Claws are going to do a little bit more damage over time than my rollout does to them. However, Hydro Cannon for Hydro Cannon, I don't really need to worry about it. You can see there it does very little. I'm at another Hydro, and I want to farm up so that I'm always holding some residual energy. I'm going to go for Hydro Cannon here and get some into the yellow. They're going to throw again here, and I'm going to shield this up because I'm at another Hydro. But I think, yeah, they've still got both shields, so I'm trying to get to a point where I'm going to either take them out or force a shield. And I kind of feel like I should, if they shield this, I feel like I should be able to get to another Hydro, and I can't quite. They they it's pretty even pacing here. So I'm gonna let this go. I do survive, and I am at my other Hydro Cannon here, so I do one more rollout and then throw. Didn't want the same thing to happen that happened last batch, where I throw one too many. So that takes out the Fraligator. Now they bring back in Steelix, probably thinking, oh, hey, we get to farm them down now, get some energy. But I do have the ability to get to this Hydro here. So that's going to get shielded, and they threw. I'm not sure why they threw there. I have 0 health. So I was like, hey, that's perfect for me. They dump some energy. I'm going to come in Tinkaton, or no, I'd come in Malamar. Oh yeah, that's what I do. Come in Malamar, throw the superpower, because I'm not going to be debuffed right now, because they threw their move on my Blastoise. Throw the superpower, and then I switch into Tinkaton. And this is going to be a Breaking Swipe, going to barely tickle. And then the Fairy Winds are going to be super, like, not effective, so I'm not going to try even remotely try to farm down. But they ended up switching into a Typhlosion just about when I was about ready to throw, which actually works out well for me because they allowed me to get virtually a full Bulldoze before they switched. Throw the Bulldoze. I think that dropped their defense. You saw that little kind of like in, over top of the Typhlosion there. Next Bulldoze goes through. I'm going to shield this up. I'm like, they're at the 3, so they could have Blast Burn. Probably just going to be Thunder Punch. Sure enough, Thunder Punch. That's fine. So another Thunder Punch. This is going to be Blast Burn, but I get to another Bulldoze here. And now at this point, if they throw Blast Burn, that's fine, but I actually managed to take them out with that Bulldoze. And they bring back in Steelix, and I honestly could have just stayed in, even if they had thrown there, wouldn't have taken me out. But I switched thinking, in case they throw like a bigger move, Earthquake or something like that, I would be able to get to the Bulldoze after and take them out. That was my thinking of why I switched. So another Giratina lead, another shiny Giratina lead, that's interesting. Into my Malamar. Kind of want to play it about the same way, but they actually switch out first. So I'm going to throw the superpower here before I get debuffed, in case they got Breaking Swipe again. Or even Psychic Fangs, I think, drops my defense. So first superpower lands, does quite a bit of damage. Gonna go for another superpower here. I am debuffed now. That's totally fine though. They let it go again. And I tried to switch into my Blastoise, but this is actually better. I'll burn the shield just so I don't get like completely taken out. And then I'll switch. And now my Blastoise is not debuffed and my Malamar completely resets. 2-stage debuff from my superpowers and a Breaking Swipe debuff, completely gone. Come in here, go for a Hydro Cannon. This will take them out or get a shield. They decide to let it go. So they bring back in Giratina. Again, I got 3 good answers for Giratina. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam here. I feel like they've seen that I have Hydro Cannon. They're probably going to let the first one go through, thinking I'm baiting or just that that's what I have. So no need to shield this. Ice Beam lands, does a lot of damage, and now I could probably safely go for a Hydro and get a shield, because they're not going to want to get completely taken out here, I would assume anyways. So 1, 2, and I don't quite make it to the Ice Beam. I wanted to farm up at least the Ice Beam before I throw, but I do, however, I do live this, and I'm at the Ice Beam, so I'm going to throw this. On the off chance that they don't shield, it'll take them out, but I'm pretty sure they will. They do not shield. So I'm like, what do they have in the back? And it is a Walrein, which rollout would have been super effective against. However, superpower is going to do good damage. So I bring in, I start with the Malamar. I'm going to let this Icicle Sphere go. So I'm going to do too much. I don't know why I call it Sphere. It's Spear. Superpower, I'm sure they're going to shield this. Superpower gets blocked. Switch into the Tinkaton. I do still have a shield available in case they decide to go Earthquake. So I'm going to go for the Bulldoze straight away here, try to drop their defense. Earthquake or Bulldoze lands, doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can see their defense does drop. They have not thrown a move for a while, so I am going to take the potential bait and shield up the Earthquake. Very happy that they actually did throw the Earthquake there. That allows me to farm up and get to the Play Rough, which is going to do a lot more damage, especially with the drop defense. Almost takes them out. One more Fair Wind, and that farms them down. So I think this is a shorter video. I was finishing off a set. So I did go 4-5 or 4-1 in the set. As you can see here, I had done 2 battles and then I did these ones to finish out the set. So I do move up to rank 3. Yay. If you are still watching, thank you very much for watching. I am still around, will be making more videos. Just gotta keep consistent here. Thanks for watching again, and see you guys all in the next video. Good luck battling out there.